Alright guys, welcome to the new week of the World Pokemon Federation, the A Division in Season 4. Hopefully I will be able to make up for my devastating loss last week. This is obviously a bit removed because of the Christmas New Year period. I'm a lot busy for a lot of people, but I'm playing against Karma. And Karma's team, I do not remember off the top of my head, but I will pull up. I know that it has Urarki because um, they really like using Urarki. I've played Karma a few times actually in the history of the World Pokemon Federation as well as the Evolution League. I think I also played Karma in before. Um, they are a very good battler, and I'm pretty intimidated by some of the members of their team. So that team is Irachi, Tsarina, Vikavolt, Jellicent, Avalugg, Kecleon, Mega Altaria, Infernape, Alolan Persian, Braviary, and Nidoking. So that's obviously a pretty intimidating team. It does have two rapid spin users on it in the Avalugg and the Tsarina. And then I believe Defog in Vikavolt, Braviary, and the Mega Altaria. So yeah, pretty intimidating team. This is what I have. Anyone who I think looks at the matchup can instantly see that Garchomp is very strong against a lot of this team. The Swords Dance set with the Edgequake as well as the Poison Jab for the Mega Altaria is incredibly strong. I've got the Roselli Berry to be able to take a Fairy type attack from the Mega Altaria, which is going to be pretty effective, I feel. So this is very much a potential win condition. Then I have the Alomaloma. Now, did I mean to do that? I did mean to do that. That's right. God, I can't believe I did that intentionally. Anyway, I need to make this not. I need to make this not be set up fodder, like so that Mega Altaria can't just substitute on it. So I had to run Expert Belt Ice Beam with investment. I actually completely forgot about that fact. I was originally hoping for Rocky Helmet to have a stronger matchup against the Uraki. However, Expert Belt also was very strong at helping me be able to deal effectively with using Liquidation with the Infernape. So after any sort of chip, I can very much be able to get the Infernape or be able to take it off with the Shadow Sneak after. So I've got Wish to be able to defensively support my team. I have a few Pokemon here who do not have recovery, and Wish support is going to be very good for the defensive Doublade as well as for the offensive Garchomp. So yeah, that hopefully will be able to work out. I've got the knockoff for the Uraki as well. Yeah, the liquidation for basically everything else, and then the Ice Beam for the Mega Altaria. Then I have physically defensive Doublade with a good bit of special defense investment. 24 attack is enough to guarantee a 2-hit KO on Infernape with Psycho Cut, which I don't get otherwise. Toxic Iron Head and Shadow Sneak. Toxic is to make it so that Pokemon can't really set up on me very well. It really helps to wear down a lot of mons, like if they, for example, have a Cotton Guard variant of the Mega Altaria. And then Ironhead and Shadow Sneak are very good stab to be able to deal with a lot of the team. Shadow Sneak to pick up a lot of weakened mons, because a lot of my team can weaken their Pokemon pretty effectively. Then I have the Beautiful, which is a Focus Sash variant of the Ribombee. It has Sticky Web. Sticky Web is very good at supporting my Garchomp as well as my Toxtricity for being able to sweep or clean up depending on how the game goes. So that's very effective. And then I noticed that Nidoking was the only resist to the dual stab of Bug and Fairy of the Ribombee. So depending on matchup, it may very well be the case that I will actually just be able to Quiver Dance. There's a few Pokemon there, like the Jellicent, for example, which are quite passive and set up fodder for the Ribombee. So being able to Quiver Dance and break through the team quite early game is definitely a possibility. So and hopefully I might be able to pull that off. Then we have the Espeon, which is a specially defensive variant. This set is made to be able to pivot into the Nidoking. It's slower than Nidoking, but that's because I don't really have much else to take hits from Nidoking. It's got the Psychic and the Wish support for the rest of the team. As I mentioned, a few Pokemon quite appreciate taking Wishes. Toxtricity does to some extent as well. It's got Baton Pass to be able to switch around. It itself is an okay switch into a lot of yeah. He's my lovely purple lad. Um, should be able to pivot into the Stealth Rocker if the Stealth Rocker is not the Uraki, but I'm not super concerned if Rocky is running rocks because I think Rocky needs a few moves to be able to deal with me. So the rocks set I think is more standardly like Wish, Stealth Rock, Iron Head, and U-turn to memory or something like that. So like any move slot that Jirachi loses, like any move slot it loses is very good for me. So if it has Stealth Rock, then that's an okay thing, even though it does mean that I won't be able to instantly get rid of the opposing Stealth Rock. Then I have the base boost, which is another ideal for a cleaner. It can be hopefully Volt Switch in the earlier game. I am using the Trainer Tower damage calc for this game. I don't think the terrain change will matter as much, but it does mean that I can actually like um, see the impact of Punk Rock, which is still not implemented in the Showdown damage calc. So that I think is pretty important. Um, and this Throat Spray set might be able to clean up in the late game. I guess we will definitely have to see how that does wind up going. I feel like I'm bringing Toxtricity more than maybe it's merited. I'm just going to let my opponent know that I am ready to go. Yeah. Okay. Mm, sorry, just getting onto them. I played them a few times, but I don't remember the show. I think they might be Hylia Aria. I was right. They was, but I didn't want to say that and be wrong. All right. Yeah, unfortunately, um, what Trinitar doesn't have is, for one thing, you need to input all of your stuff manually, like one Pokemon at a time, um, which is just a bundle of fun. And it doesn't have the button to only show custom spreads, which is fine enough in all honesty. Unlike Showdown, it actually has sets for new Pokemon as well. All right, here we are. Here we go. Drop it for them. Will you be able to? All right, I'm just gonna. Yeah, cool. Um, as much as I would rather them just watch it on YouTube and give me this, the sweet, sweet views. Partially kidding. Yeah, hopefully should be pretty fun. I had input from a few of my friends in this one. I wound up deciding a lot between the Hooper Unbound and the Toxtricity in the last move set, just for what it's going to bring. This team is a very fast variant of what could have wound up coming. The Ribombi has speed for the Infernape. Um, it is pretty decent against everything except the Nidoking, so I think really what I need the most in this team is to be able to deal with the Nidoking, in this matchup, sorry. So if I can deal with the Nidoking, then I think I'm in a very good position. Um, mm. That said, if I get webs up and I use my team well enough, honestly, Toxtricity goes incredibly strongly in against this team. To the point that I suspect the Infernape might be Choice Scarf to be able to deal with it, or maybe the Uraki. I think the Nidoking might be Stealth Rock if it Okay. Hmm. Red Bomb B. Sorry, that's not the correct Red Bomb B. Leader King. Not Leader King, Serena. Okay, so Serena, if it has HP investment, it doesn't die, but it might die. I'm just going to click Bug Buzz in case they stay in and go for a rapid spin, expecting me to set up Sticky Web. Um, I have no idea what moveset it's going to have. I imagine it will likely have the knockoff. But honestly, if they stay in and just die turn one because they weren't expecting me to be modest and I get the roll, and they don't have too much bulk, though they could be even like Assault Vest or something. I don't really have a way of knowing. Um, like I can't die this turn, right? Okay, so they're quite defensive. Um, I think I have to Bug Buzz again anyway. Because if they Rapid Spawn again, then they were faster than me. So this makes it look like the Yuraki variant is a Choice Scarf variant, which does kind of make me want to go into the Garchomp, because I then take a Iron Head somewhat well, but I importantly get off the uh, Rocky Helmet chip. Alternatively, you can go into the Doughblade. I mean, this is the Alolan Persian is a bit of an issue for the Garchomp because of the ability. It's also part of why I didn't bring the Hooper Unbound. Toxtricity is in a very good position if I get the rocks up. Sorry, if I get the webs up. So I think I'm actually going to go into the Doughblade here. I think if I had the Rocky Helmet, I probably would go into the Almomola. But yeah, I think I'm going to go into the Doughblade here, because I should eat anything from this mon. Yeah, 1.9% damage. That was very cool. Now, Nidoking King is a bit gross, but I can go into the Espeon expecting an Earth Power or Stealth Rock to come up. I think that's pretty safe. Now, the Persian is an issue for the Espeon. Does that mean that Choice Scarf? Purple Lad. Nidoking King. They could just be timid. So I'm going to click Baton Pass here. Cool, they went into a Pokemon that wasn't the Pokemon that I had out. They don't have any removal anymore, but they could just taunt me. Right, bomb. Beautiful. Okay, the Alolan Persian just dies. I think I go into... and I click Bug Buzz. Or do I click Moonblast? Moonblast lets the Uraki come in. Bug Buzz lets... everything lets the Nidoking come in. But Moonblast doesn't let the Altaria or the Infernape come in. So I think I do have to go for the Moonblast here. It is also stronger against the Nidoking, which is somewhat important. Baton Pass is just such a good move. Okay, can I please get the special attack drop? I really would appreciate that special attack drop. I think I have to get the Sticky Web up here. Nice. Okay, I have the Sticky Web up. And now I'm going to go here into the Garchomp, expecting them to maybe go for a Fire Punch, expecting the Doughblade. Okay, well, they certainly didn't go for Fire Punch. So I'm going to go now into the Doughblade. I'm going to click Toxic. Okay, I connected the Toxic, which is very good. Now I'm going to go into the Ribombee. They did get the parting shot off. I am not honestly incredibly concerned though. Um, I don't really need the Ribombi anymore, but I do still appreciate it. I can go into the Espeon for free now. And I can get a Wish off. And Baton Pass. Or I don't know, maybe I shouldn't Baton Pass. Um, I want the HP back on the Garchomp. Very much. Cool, they got the knockoff off, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to go for a Swords Dance here. Yeah. It is quite a pain that I did lose my, I can't lose to this though, I still have the Doughblade at too much HP. Garchomp, Champ is a +1 attack. Then the Altaria. It's gonna take a lot pre-Mega. Post-Mega, how much is it taking? How much is it doing with... I mean, I don't think I die to return from where I am at HP-wise. Even if I go to like a Jolly variant with max attack. Oh, alright, that's with the Roselli Berry, never mind. But if they're not attack invested, then I don't think I die to return. So I think my play here is probably to go for a Stone Edge. Okay, well that was probably the worst thing that could have happened in that situation. Yeah, that was the worst thing that could have happened in that situation. Alright. Well, I need to go into the Ribombi and get the Moonblast damage off. And my mouse has stopped working. Perfect. Okay, now it's working again. Yeah. I think that can confirm for us that at the very least they're not like... okay, so that could have been a roll if they were uninvested. I probably shouldn't have gone Rib. I don't know. It's hard to say. Now I want to go into my beautiful. I don't think a +1 special defense I ever live a Fire Blast, even if they aren't invested. Yeah, but I might live an invested Flamethrower. I mean, it's definitely a might, and I do need to be a +1 to be able to. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the Moonblast damage here. They might switch out. Maybe I should be Quiver Dancing here. Alright. I do quite miss my Garchomp. That said, I actually have I actually have pretty decent positioning with my Alomomola. Alongside with my Toxtricity. So if I can get a knockoff into this Jirachi, I think I can win with Toxtricity. So I'm going to get a knockoff here onto something. I don't think the Altaria is going to enjoy taking an Ice Beam after. Yeah, I did think it was quite likely that it was going to wind up being the Persian. I'm going to go into the Espeon, because that allows me to get a parting shot out into my Toxtricity. And then from there, I can go for the Volt Switch. If Nidoking comes in, I can then Boom Burst it. Or... no, I should probably go to the Ribombi and Click Bug Buzz. I could even go back into the. I probably should have gone for the Moonblast to try and get the special attack drop. Um, because my Espeon is quite weak because I don't have Protect on it. Uh, last time I went for Sludge Wave. So I could theoretically. What does my Doublade do to the Nidoking? 19 to 23. So if I Moonblast, then the Nidoking is basically just done. I also have the Alomomola. Alomomola takes way too much damage because I don't have the Aqua Jet either. So I think what's more important? I could even go into the Doublade, or I could sack the Ribombee. No, sorry, I could sack the Espeon. Sorry. I think I sacked the Espeon, and then from here I can go for a Boom Burst and potentially just win from here. Oh, that was very unfortunate for them. Oh, I can Boom Burst for free here. Well, I guess Toxtricity is getting a lot of sweeps this season. I'm definitely going to hit that Sludge Bomb out. Voltees. Well, that was a fun game. They left before I could shut up or anything. Did anyone join? People did join. No one talked. Sad. But yeah, that was definitely a fun game. I quite enjoyed playing it. The Expert Belt and the Alomomola did not wind up doing anything, which is unfortunate. I don't even remember what move I got hit by. But Doublade was all right. I managed to get the poison off on the Alola Persian, which was pretty strong. Oh, sorry, I don't think I mentioned this in building, but I made the Toxtricity faster than a modest Nidoking. Um, so I'm going to guess that the Nidoking was the Choice Scarfer in this team, which is why they were in the Sludge Wing. And they must have been a modest Choice Scarf set looking at the damage that was dealt. So certainly they put themselves in a very difficult position a number of times, or rather I put them in a difficult position a number of times, which was very good for my game. I don't think that they should have thrown that Serena away at the start of the game. I think that was probably, I think that wound up costing them the game because my Sticky Web just kept on putting work against most of their team. The Stone Edge miss against the Mega Altaria was pretty lame, but then again, I got paid back with the Zen Headbutt miss into the Toxtricity. So my Toxtricity, so um, well, let's just look quickly at my best girl and how much they took from the. Now, Jirachi doesn't have a set here because it's VGC and Jirachi is not legal. Um, so I'm fairly certain that means for sure, looking at that damage, that the Jirachi could not have been a choice band variant. Um, yeah, the Jirachi cannot have been a choice band variant, which means that for sure it wasn't choice band. I'm not sure what the damage then means on the Toxtricity. Okay, it's very possible. It's very, very plausible that had they gotten the Zen Headbutt off, they would have potentially killed my Toxtricity. It was technically a roll, but not a very significant one. If they were max attack, they could have gotten the kill on my Toxtricity with that hit. I don't think that just meant that they won from there, For one thing, their team as it stood was incredibly weakened to the point where, unless the Infernape was a special variant, the Doublade was incredibly strong against them. Even if the Infernape was a special variant, the Ribombi was in a position where if it got any single turn to set up, it genuinely could just have won the game from that position. The team was very weakened, and the Altaria was somewhat offensive, so at the very least it was not max special defense. So we do know that. And all of the threats to Ribombi, I could pivot around fairly freely with my Alomola and my Doublade. I did remember to make the Alomola regenerator, didn't I? Yeah. So it was not a very easy game for them to win from that point. But still, I had a lot of fun playing. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching. It was pretty good getting back on the win streak. I feel like if I use my Toxtricity as offensively last game as I had this game and the first game, I may have been in a better position. But positive win-loss record is not bad at all. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week. And hopefully, I'll be able to carry this on to hopefully do fairly well in playoffs of the league. Yeah.